The assessment of basic language and learning skills, the Ablls-R, the revised version, is built around this concept of basic learner skills. When children go into kindergarten, 5 years of age, these kids come in, they've got a lot of skills. And if you've got a teacher that is very, very competent, these kids are going to do extremely well because they've got the skills to be able to learn from their interactions with the teacher. However, if the child goes into that type of an environment and they don't have these skills, how are they going to learn from a teacher who's trying to work with a group of students? It's probably not going to happen very efficiently. The basic learner skills that are included in here, again, are built around the foundation of children at about the kindergarten level. Can the children demonstrate these skills? Can they learn and respond to people who are providing them with instruction, rather than the person having to break all the skills down into very small units. The basic learner skills that are measured by the Ablls-R are designed around a typical kindergarten age student, what the skills those students come to the table with when the teacher starts to work with them. Turns out that when you look at what a child needs to learn from their everyday interactions with others, there's several critical components. Number one, they have to be able to cooperate and go along with the teacher. They have to have some learner readiness skills to be able to sit down, listen, pay attention, and follow the instructions provided by the teacher. So this is one area that's very, very critical. And they've got to not only respond to one person, they've got to respond to multiple people, any individual who comes up and interacts with them. They have to work not only for specific types of, reinforcers which are delivered, such as little edibles, you watch in kindergarten and you'd be surprised if the teacher were handing out organically grown raisins to all the kids. That just doesn't happen. What are these children doing? They're working for social reinforcers mainly, maybe some stickers or some stars or some happy faces. But it's mainly social in nature, and that's what we have to be looking at for the children that we're working with too. Can they respond to multiple instructors? Can they pay attention? Can they go along with the instructor? Basically for social reinforcers, and not a continuous flow of social reinforcers, but an intermittent schedule of reinforcers. So that's one of our critical areas. The next area, which is really important, is that of the visual performance area. Children have to be able to look at their environment and be able to ascertain differences between all the visual stimuli they're seeing out there. If a child, for instance, is going to learn somebody's name, they've got to be able to look at two people and see the similarities and the differences between them if they're going to learn those people's names. If they're going to be able to identify the difference between a cat and a dog that are both about the same time, they're going to, again, have to look very carefully to see what the differences are between those two different species that we're looking at. So we have to have children paying attention very, very closely to some fine visual details in life. And this is not only with things such as identifying a cat and a dog or people, but also how things fit together, how you might put together some very complex puzzles, or how you might be able to do some Piagetian seriation tasks of ordering things from smallest to largest, or from lightest to darkest, or from fewest to most. These are some critical skills